The Hulu drama is based on Margaret Atwood's 1985 speculative fiction novel of the same name. Despite being published over 30 years ago, The Handmaid's Tale is proving to be more prescient than ever before, even perhaps more so than in the era it was written. Atwood has always said that The Handmaid's Tale is grounded in reality and that the things depicted in Gilead have happened somewhere in the world or are still happening. Season 1 of the Hulu drama was a straight adaptation of the novel, while the follow-up broke new ground as the writers expanded out at the nightmarish world of Gilead. The second run proved to be chillingly prescient after there were parallels between Offred Shune, played by Elizabeth Moss, having her daughter Hannah, Jordana Blake, and President Donald Trump's border control policy and child separation in the U.S. In an exclusive interview with Express.co. Wagner Lawler of the Pennsylvania State University said that we could learn from The Handmaid's Tale and avoid ending up in an authoritative regime like Gilead. Jennifer A. Doctor. The Handmaid's Tale Season 3 release date, cast, trailer, plot. Professor of Women's, Gender, and Quality Studies and English said that Atwood had a theme of responsibility running through her work and people not taking it when they needed to. She said that people had to be conscious of the responsibility in the first place. Dr. Wagner Lawler explained, in the book, not just in The Handmaid's Tale but Orcs and Crake, it's the way in which normal people don't pay attention and then suddenly they are in a situation in which they feel entirely powerless, but that they might have been able to do something about if they had paid attention to it earlier. So there are lines in both of those novels. There was a kind of avoidance of the clues of what was happening in the lead-up to Gilead. Offred says, we lived between the lines. The American academic said that this was very much the case in the world now, explaining, this is really scary because we are watching with every passing day this monstrous administration that has claimed the power to do on a daily basis one kind of violence after another. The Handmaid's Tale Season 3, Episode 1 release date. A lot of people around the world are asking, what can we do? She continued, one is that we really have to pay attention. We give away our freedom because it's too much trouble to do anything or even to object, and we're afraid to protest. In many circumstances throughout history is to risk being hit or jailed. But there's this casual not paying attention and is something that we should be really concerned with, and you can see that throughout history. I think it's even worse for us today because we have such an overload of information. Will June save Hannah in The Handmaid's Tale Season 3? While plot details for Season 3 are being understandably kept under wraps, Dr. Wagner Lawler said that it was important to continue to draw on real-life examples into the series. She said, the program makers could just be watching in my country or what's happening in other parts of the world where there's a complete devaluation of a human being and also a kind of surveillance. That's the other big theme in The Handmaid's Tale. In particular, we are all being surveilled and also very leaky social media platforms that we have. The Handmaid's Tale Season 2 airs on Channel 4 on Sundays at 9 p.m. This idea that the surveillance of people like under his eye